Have you ever stopped to consider that perhaps humankind's greatest powers lie not out there in machines and devices, but within, buried in the silence of the mind? The ancients knew this. Civilizations like the Egyptians, the yogis of India, the shamans, and the hermeticists discovered an inner technology so advanced that it still seems like magic to us today. This technology wasn't made of metal or wires. It was made of energy, consciousness, and perception. They spoke of a power center hidden between our eyebrows, the third eye. But why doesn't anyone talk about this seriously anymore? Is it really just a spiritual metaphor? Or is there something more? The modern world has given us satellites, the internet, artificial intelligence, and paradoxically has alienated us from ourselves. As we've moved outward, we've lost the key to what lies within. The third eye, that mysterious gland between the eyes, has been forgotten, atrophied, ignored. But what if I told you it can still be accessed? That there's a simple yet powerful way to reactivate this ancient power, a way to influence your reality with your mind, as the ancients did. In this video, we'll embark on a journey of rediscovery. Prepare to unlock a power that's been locked away within you all along. The third eye isn't superstition, it's perception. And you'll understand why it was forgotten and why now is the time to bring it back. At the end of this video, I'll show you a technique as simple as it is powerful, which can activate this power center and transform your life. But first, you need to understand how and why this knowledge disappeared from the world. And it begins with a tragedy that changed human history forever. Imagine thousands of papyrus scrolls stored in one of the greatest libraries of the ancient world, Alexandria. There were secrets about astronomy, medicine, spirituality, and the third eye. A fire destroyed everything, and with it, an essential part of human wisdom disappeared. This tragedy wasn't just the burning of books. It was the systematic erasure of knowledge that empowered ordinary people. Wisdom that showed how to access the invisible, change reality with the mind, see what the eyes cannot see. Why? Because when you access your inner power, you become free. And free people cannot be easily manipulated. Governments, empires, and institutions realized this, and they began to call this wisdom heresies, superstitions, or simply buried it in oblivion. Today, with all our technological knowledge, we still can't explain how the pyramids were built. Coincidence? Or did the ancients use precisely this inner technology that has been erased from the history books? The third eye has been ridiculed, associated with conspiracy theories or cheap esotericism. But the truth is that it appears in various traditions, from Egypt to the East. What did they all know that we forget? The answer lies in energy. The third eye is a center of internal perception, a radar of the invisible, a portal to dimensions beyond the physical. But before activating it, we need to know the instruction manual of the human body. And this manual was written thousands of years ago by a man named Patanjali, a name little known in the West, but one that should be in school textbooks. He lived thousands of years before Christ and was the first to bring together all the teachings of yoga in a single book, the Yoga Sutras. Before him, masters lived the principles of yoga, but didn't know how to explain them. It was like someone who knows how to walk, but doesn't know how to teach someone else to walk. Patanjali did something revolutionary. He transformed the invisible into language. He created a true manual for the use of the human mind and body. Some scholars believe that Patanjali was actually several people. Such is the profundity of his knowledge. But one thing is certain. He understood like few others, the nature of consciousness and the role of the third eye in this process. In the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali describes the human being as a highly sophisticated machine, but a machine born without an instruction manual. He offers this manual, and within it, he reveals that we have 114 energy centers called chakras. Of these, 7 are main, and one of them is the Ajna chakra, the third eye. This chakra, according to Patanjali, is the point of supreme intellectual achievement, a state where the human being transcends ordinary thoughts and begins to perceive reality with profundity, clarity, and wisdom. But to get there, one must traverse an energetic path, an inner journey. That's what we'll talk about next, the path of the chakras. Think of chakras as floors of a building. Each represents a level of consciousness, a focus of energy. To activate the third eye, you need to climb these floors, from the most basic to the highest. The first level is the root chakra. Here the focus is on survival, eating, sleeping, feeling safe. Most people live here, stuck to the basics, reacting, not creating. The second chakra is the pleasure chakra. Here, energy focuses on sensations, sexuality, and desires, a step above, but still tied to the physical world. The third is the chakra of power and action. People who live at this level are driven to do, conquer, and dominate, but often without considering the consequences. In the fourth, the heart chakra, creativity, love, and connection with others emerge. We are now closer to the invisible. In the fifth, the throat chakra, expression becomes the primary weapon. Those who master this level influence, inspire, and transform with their words. And so, we arrive at the sixth level, Ajna chakra, the third eye. Here, the mind is enlightened. You don't just understand the world, you see with different eyes. It is the level of intellectual achievement, of silent wisdom. Above this, there is only the seventh chakra, that of enlightenment, where you become one with the whole. But to achieve this, you must first master the sixth. Now that you understand the path, you're ready to learn what really happens when the third eye is activated. Activating your third eye is like opening a window into yourself. It's not about seeing ghosts or mystical lights. It's about to see clearly what has always been before your eyes, but you never noticed. Imagine being able to observe your thoughts without getting confused by them, being able to perceive the patterns of your emotions, understanding with clarity why you act the way you do and how you can change it. The third eye is the organ of inner vision. While the physical eyes see the external world, the third eye reveals the internal world. It connects the conscious mind with the subconscious. By activating this energy center, your visualizations become more vivid, real, and most importantly, begin to manifest in the physical world. It's as if the mind finally gains a direct channel to the universe. That's why many spiritual traditions, from Buddhism to Hermetic teachings, speak of the third eye. It's the bridge between the visible and the invisible, between what you think and what you manifest. But this doesn't happen by chance. There's a specific way to access this power, a practical technique you can start using today. And that's exactly what you're going to learn now. The third eye visualization technique. Now that you understand the power of the third eye, it's time to put that knowledge into practice. The method you're about to learn isn't just meditation. It's a direct bridge between your mind and reality. This technique is called visualization with the third eye. And the most amazing thing is that anyone can practice it, even if they've never meditated before. All you need is a calm environment, 10 minutes of your time, and focus. The first step is to define a problem. It could be something that's been bothering you for a long time. A difficulty at work, in your love life, or with your health. The important thing is to choose something you haven't been able to resolve yet, and that's causing you discomfort. Then, sit comfortably, take a deep breath, and start to view descending numbers 3, 2, 1, while gently directing your eyes to the point between your eyebrows, the location of the third eye. At that moment, your mind goes into an alpha brainwave state, ideal for communicating with the subconscious. Here, you visualize your problem as a vivid scene, rich in detail, colors, sounds, and sensations. You then imagine this scene becoming a sphere of energy in your heart, and with a symbolic breath, you send the sphere upward, as if delivering it to your higher self. Then you create a new scene, the solution to the problem, the joy of overcoming, the ideal reality happening, again with all the senses, and send it to the universe in the same way. Simple, yes. Powerful, much more than it seems, because by doing so, you are reprogramming your perception and creating space to receive answers from reality. But this is where many people fail. They don't know how to identify the signs the universe sends, and that's exactly what you'll discover next. After performing the third eye exercise, the game changes. You're no longer just a spectator of your life. You become a conscious co-creator. But for this to work, it's essential to know how to perceive the answers of the universe. Signs won't always come as grand events. Sometimes it'll be a phrase you overheard on the street, an unexpected phone call, a recommended video that delivers exactly what you need to hear. A new idea that emerges like an inner whisper. The secret is, be open. By sending the visualization to your higher self, you planted a seed. Now your mission is to notice the sprouts and not tear them out before they grow. A common mistake is to repeat the exercise every day, eagerly, as if forcing the universe to respond. The instruction here is clear. Wait 3 days. If nothing comes up, repeat the exercise. But in the meantime, live mindfully. You can even use a journal to jot down coincidences, ideas, and small breakthroughs. The simple act of conscious observation already activates more synchronicities in your life. The author Jose Silva already spoke about this in his studies on mental control. The third eye works as a receiver, but also as a perception amplifier. It doesn't change the world out there. It changes how you see it. And when your perception changes, everything changes. Remember, the ancients knew this, but today, you can know it too. And more than knowing, you can practice it. You can live it. You've just received powerful knowledge, a true map of the invisible. Now, the choice is in your hands. Continue living as you always have, or start seeing with the eye that never closes. Nothing is by chance. If you've made it this far, it wasn't a coincidence. It was a calling, a sign. Something inside you was searching for this message, and now it's found you. If this message touched your heart, honor this moment. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share with someone you feel needs to hear this too. Because when you share light, it multiplies. And perhaps, through a simple gesture of yours, another soul will awaken to their true power. See you in the next video, Seeker.